Welcome to your English learning journey. Whether you are just starting or already know some English, this session will help you master English and speak with confidence. You will learn simple and effective techniques to improve your fluency. Stay with me, and let's make mastering English easy and fun. Do you feel nervous when speaking English? Do you forget words, pause too much, or struggle to express yourself? If yes, you are not alone. Many people face the same problem, but today, that will change. This is not just another English lesson. This is a complete guide to mastering English and speaking naturally. You don't need to memorize difficult grammar rules. Instead, you will learn how real English is spoken in daily life. This video is a little long, but every second is useful. It is packed with tips and tricks to help you improve. By the end of this session, you will learn how to train your mind to think directly in English without translating, the biggest mistakes that slow your progress, simple ways to sound like a native speaker, how to speak fluently and confidently, how to learn English from celebrities and experts, easy tricks to improve without too much effort. This is not about boring lessons. This is about mastering English the smart way so you can use it in real life, at work, while traveling, and in daily conversations. Let's start with the most important question. Why do so many people struggle with English? And how can you fix it? Many learners spend years learning English, but when it's time to speak, they hesitate, struggle, and feel unsure. The reason? They are using the wrong approach. The biggest challenge is thinking in their native language instead of directly in English. The biggest mistake is translating from your native language. Have you ever tried to speak English and thought in your own language first? This slows you down and makes you unsure of yourself. Native speakers don't translate, they think in English. And you can do that too. Start small. When you wake up, think in English. Say things like, "It's time to start my day." When you look outside, try to describe what you see in English, like, "The sun is shining brightly." At first, it might be difficult, but over time, your brain will start thinking in English. This is a key step in mastering English and helps you speak faster and more naturally. Mastering English pronunciation. Another mistake people make is wrong pronunciation and stress. Even if you know the right words, incorrect pronunciation can make it hard for others to understand you. For example, the word present is pronounced differently depending on whether it's a noun or a verb. As a noun, it's present, meaning a gift, and as a verb, it's present, meaning to give or show something. Pay attention to how words are pronounced and practice them. To improve, listen carefully to native speakers, repeat what they say, and notice how they stress different syllables. A simple exercise is to listen to English songs, news, or interviews. Repeat the words and focus on the rhythm, stress, and tone. Over time, your pronunciation will improve, and you will sound more natural. Many learners think that to sound fluent, they need to use long, formal sentences. But the truth is, native speakers don't speak that way in daily life. Instead of trying to be formal, learn to speak naturally. Native speakers often use shorter words and contractions. I do not know where he is. I have not seen him. Too formal. I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him. Too formal. Let us go to the cinema. It will be enjoyable. Let's go to the movies. It'll be fun. If you speak too formally, your English can sound rigid and unnatural. Instead, focus on using contractions and more relaxed phrases. Now that you know what mistakes to avoid, let's fix them. Start thinking directly in English. Practice your pronunciation by repeating after native speakers. Use short, natural phrases that sound more like how people actually speak. These easy adjustments will help you speak more confidently, clearly, and naturally. Learning English through celebrities is an exciting way to improve your skills. Why is it so effective? Because when you learn from the best, you get the chance to speak and understand English, just like the stars. Celebrities speak with confidence, power, and expressions that make their words unforgettable. In this session, we'll explore how famous lines from movies, interviews, and speeches can help you master English in a fun and practical way. By analyzing how celebrities use language, you can pick up new vocabulary, improve your pronunciation, and learn how to express yourself more naturally. Plus, you'll discover how to use tone, rhythm, and emotion to make your speech more engaging. Let's dive in and make learning English as enjoyable as watching your favorite celebrity. Why focus on celebrities? Because actors, musicians, and public speakers use well-structured English while keeping it natural and inspiring. You'll hear great vocabulary, clever idioms, and perfect rhythm that can elevate your speech. Celebrities often speak with emotion, passion, and impact, making their words truly memorable. And let's face it, who doesn't want to speak English like the celebrities we see on TV, in movies, or on social media? Now, let's look at some famous quotes from celebrities and see what we can learn from them. These quotes aren't just words, they show us how language can be strong, motivating, and memorable. Steve Jobs once said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." This is simple but powerful, and it shows how to speak with meaning. Lesson. Words like great work and love are simple, yet they carry a lot of meaning. Being able to express big ideas in a straightforward way is an important skill in speaking good English. Focus on speaking clearly and with emotion, just like Steve Jobs did. Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." This quote is clear and inspiring. Grammar tip. The sentence uses negative words like not final and not fatal to convey deeper meaning. Vocabulary. Words such as success, failure, courage, and continue are essential in everyday English and strengthen your speech. Lesson. Using opposites like success versus failure and strong action words like courage and continue can make your sentences more impactful. Jay-Z, the rapper, said, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman." This clever line teaches you how to play with words and make your speech interesting. Word play. This sentence plays with the word business to create a fun and creative message. Learning to play with words like this can make your English sound more interesting and natural. Tone and emphasis. It's not just about the words, it's also about how you say them. The way Jay-Z says this sentence makes it sound even more powerful. Lesson. When speaking, focus on emphasizing the most important words. This makes your English sound clearer and more confident. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission. Unknown. This short quote is strong and motivates people to take action. It shows how English can be used to inspire and encourage others. Vocabulary. Words like accomplish, success, halt, and approval are strong and useful in everyday English conversations. Lesson. Using powerful words like accomplish and halt asking in short sentences can make your speech more impactful. You can learn from these quotes. Start by listening to famous speeches and repeating the words you hear. This will help you sound more confident and natural. The key to learning English is simple: listen carefully. Start by tuning into interviews, speeches, and movie lines from celebrities. Don't just listen casually, focus on how they speak. Notice their rhythm, the emphasis they put on words, and their tone, whether it's serious, humorous, or motivational. One great way to learn is by repeating famous lines. Pick a line from a movie or speech and try to imitate how they say it. Begin by saying the line slowly, then gradually increase your speed as you get more comfortable. Try to sound as close as possible to the original speaker. This practice helps with pronunciation, fluency, and builds your confidence. You can also experiment with changing the tone and emotions to match the speaker's style, making your practice more engaging and fun. With time, you'll feel more natural and confident in your speech. Learn idioms and phrasal verbs. Celebrities often use these expressions to make their speech more lively. For example, call it a day means to stop working, and easy does it means to take your time and not rush. When you hear these phrases, try to use them in your conversations. It will help you sound more natural and fluent. Focus on speaking with confidence and delivery. Celebrities speak with strong confidence, knowing how to use their voice to capture attention. When you practice English, work on speaking clearly and confidently. Don't be afraid to show emotion or emphasize your words. Pausing after important points gives your speech more impact and allows your listener to absorb your message. When you listen to celebrities, you'll notice their speech is smooth and natural. They blend words together and use contractions like I'm, I've, and you're to sound more relaxed. You can do the same to sound more like a native speaker. Don't be afraid to use contractions. For example, instead of saying I will go to the store, you can say I'll go to the store. Practice speaking as naturally as you can. Learning English through celebrities is an enjoyable and effective method to enhance your skills. By paying attention to how they speak, repeating their iconic lines, and practicing their style, you'll boost your confidence and improve your fluency. Celebrities are great models for clear, impactful, and engaging speech, and you can use their techniques to strengthen your own language learning journey. Plus, their real-life conversations and speeches give you a chance to learn practical expressions and vocabulary that will make your English sound more natural. With regular practice, you'll feel more comfortable speaking like a pro. Listening is really important if you want to speak well. You might think speaking is the most important part of learning a language, but listening is just as important. In fact, it's the base for all language skills. Without listening, you won't understand what people are saying, and speaking will be difficult. When you listen more, you start to pick up new words and phrases, and it becomes easier to speak correctly. The more you listen, the more confident you'll feel when it's your turn to speak. When you listen to native speakers, you improve your vocabulary, how you build sentences, and your overall speaking skills. But here's the thing: to get better at listening, you need to hear real English, how people talk every day, not just the language in books or apps. So, how can you improve your listening in a fun way? Picture yourself sitting in a cafe in an English-speaking country. People around you are speaking fast, using slang, and sometimes leaving out words. At first, you might not catch everything, and you might miss parts of the conversation. But the more you listen, the better you'll get at noticing patterns, understanding how the conversation flows, and hearing the important words. This is the real-life listening practice you need. Textbook English is useful, but it's not always what native speakers use. They often don't follow the rules in textbooks. They speak informally, use slang, and say things you won't find in a book. To improve your listening, start with slower, clearer English. There are many resources like podcasts, YouTube videos, or audiobooks for beginners that speak slowly. As you improve, you can listen to faster, more natural speech. The key is to keep pushing yourself a little more each time, so you get better step by step. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes and not understand everything right away. This is part of the learning process. Over time, you'll notice yourself understanding more and feeling more confident in your listening skills. Here's how to practice listening effectively. Choose a short audio or video. Starting with shorter content helps you stay focused and reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed. It's easier to manage and allows you to practice consistently. Listen without subtitles. This challenges your brain to focus on understanding the spoken words, helping you improve your listening skills. It trains you to catch the meaning even when words are unclear. Check subtitles after listening. Checking subtitles lets you see what you missed and learn the correct pronunciation and usage of words. This reinforces your learning by connecting what you heard to written text. Listen again. By listening again, you can focus on specific words or phrases that were hard to understand. This helps build familiarity with common speech patterns and vocabulary. Repeat. Repeating the process allows you to reinforce what you've learned and strengthens your ability to understand similar content in the future. Regular practice leads to gradual improvement over time. Here's how to make listening part of your daily life. Listen to podcasts while walking or exercising. This lets you practice listening without taking extra time from your day, turning routine activities into learning opportunities. Watch videos or join online conversations in English. Engaging with videos or conversations helps you learn how people speak naturally and improve your listening skills in real-life situations. Use English audio and subtitles on YouTube or Netflix. This helps you connect spoken and written English, improving your understanding and vocabulary at the same time. With practice, you'll start hearing the rhythm of the language, and you'll get familiar with common phrases and expressions used in conversations. The more you listen, the more natural it will become. Lazy learner tricks to master English without effort. Learning English doesn't have to be hard. With the right techniques, you can improve without spending hours studying. By making small changes to your daily routine, like listening to English media or practicing vocabulary for just a few minutes each day, you can see big improvements over time. The key is consistency and making English a natural part of your life, so it feels effortless as you go along. Immerse yourself in English all day. Surround yourself with English media, like TV shows or movies. Repeating phrases you hear will help you practice speaking naturally and improve your listening skills. Change your phone and computer settings to English. This creates constant exposure to English, even in your daily activities. You'll begin learning new words and phrases without even trying. Learn through images. Associate new words with images to create stronger connections. For example, visualizing an apple while learning the word apple helps you remember it more easily. Speak to yourself. Talking to yourself in English may feel awkward, but it's a great way to practice speaking and thinking in the language. It helps you become more comfortable using English in everyday situations. Master key phrases. Learning phrases that are commonly used in conversations helps you sound more fluent and natural. Phrases like "how's it going?" or "what's up?" make your speech flow better. Use memory tricks. connect new words to things you already know, or make up fun, silly sentences to remember them. This makes the learning process more fun and effective. Break learning into small sessions. Short, daily sessions of just 10 minutes are more effective than long study marathons. This method helps you stay consistent and makes learning easier to stick with. Do you prefer learning with pictures? Do you sometimes struggle to remember new words? Here's a simple trick for you: learn with images. This method is especially helpful for beginners who find it difficult to recall words. Why does it work? Pictures are easy to remember. It's much simpler to remember a word when it's connected to an image. For instance, when learning the word dog, imagine a dog in your mind. This creates a strong connection between the word and the picture. Another useful trick is talking to yourself in English. It might seem strange, but it really works. By speaking to yourself, you're practicing speaking and thinking in English, and you'll get used to hearing your own voice. Here's how: describe your day as it unfolds. When you wake up, say something like, "I'll go for a jog in the park and grab a coffee afterward." Try using full sentences. You can talk to yourself while doing daily activities like shopping, organizing, or walking. For example, "I'm going to the store now. I need to buy bread and milk." This helps you think in English, which is a key step in becoming fluent. If you feel awkward, try speaking to yourself in the mirror. It will help build your confidence, making it easier to speak with others. Instead of memorizing individual words, try learning complete phrases. Why? Because phrases are more useful for real-life conversations. Learning full phrases makes it easier to use words naturally in everyday situations. For example, instead of just learning hello, learn hello, how have you been? Instead of just goodbye, learn I'll see you soon, take care. This way, when you're having a conversation, you'll sound more natural and avoid awkward pauses while searching for the right words. One simple way to remember new words is by using memory techniques. These tricks help you learn faster with less effort. Here are a few examples. Association: link new words to something familiar. For example, when learning the word quick, think of how fast a cheetah runs. This makes the word more memorable. Mnemonics: create fun sentences or rhymes to help you remember. For example, to remember the word extraordinary, you could say, "An extraordinary day makes you smile." The sillier, the better. Chunking: group similar words together. For instance, when learning vocabulary related to travel, group them into categories like transportation, accommodation, and food. This method helps make the words easier to remember. You don't need to spend hours studying English each day. Instead, try short study sessions of just 10 minutes. 10 minutes feels easy, and you're more likely to stick with it every day. Use this time to read an article, watch a short video, learn 5 new words, or practice speaking. Practicing for 10 minutes daily is far more effective than studying for an hour once a week. So, even when you're busy or feeling lazy, just dedicate 10 minutes to English, and you'll be amazed at how much progress you make. As a beginner, it's easy to get caught up in learning every word you can find. But a smarter way is to focus on the words you actually need in your daily life. This way, you can start communicating quickly without wasting time on words that aren't useful to you. For example, learn words related to things you deal with every day, like shopping, transportation, or socializing. Learn helpful phrases for everyday conversations, like "Can I help you?" or "What do you do for fun?" instead of memorizing uncommon or technical words. This approach helps you learn English that's both practical and relevant to your real-life needs. Digital flashcards are a fantastic way to learn without the hassle. You can use apps like Anki, Quizlet, or Memrise to create flashcards for new words, phrases, idioms, or grammar rules. These apps allow you to review your cards whenever you have a few spare minutes, making it easy to practice on the go. Plus, they often include spaced repetition, which helps reinforce what you've learned, so the more you review, the better you remember. For example, you can create a digital flashcard set for common phrases like "How's your day going?" or "What time is it?" You can add pictures or audio to the flashcards to make them even more memorable. Using digital flashcards this way allows you to learn quickly without needing to carry around paper cards, and they're perfect for busy schedules. Another simple technique is to label objects around your home with their English names. You can use sticky notes or digital labels on your phone to make it easy. For instance, label your bookshelf, television, window, and desk. As you go about your day, these labels will help reinforce your understanding of the English words for common items. You can also add useful phrases like "pick up the phone" or "open the door" to practice sentence structure. This technique helps to immerse yourself in English while incorporating language into your daily routine. Social media is a great way to practice English. It's not just for connecting with others. It's also an effective learning tool. Follow accounts in English that match your passions, such as those about fitness, technology, or art. Join groups or forums where you can engage with other learners or native speakers. Social platforms like Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube are perfect for listening to real-life English conversations, allowing you to see how people naturally communicate. This approach helps you practice regularly without the pressure of formal studying. Being a lazy learner is totally fine. The secret is to work smarter, not harder. By using simple methods like learning through apps, watching content in English, or labeling everyday items at home, you can make English learning fun and effortless. Start small, and soon you'll notice a big improvement in your language skills. Challenge: level up your sentences. When you start learning English, your sentences might feel basic and slow. You might say simple things like "I am tired" or "This is my bag." But what if I told you that you could make your sentences sound more advanced, confident, and fluent with just a few small changes? Let's take simple sentences and turn them into more polished, natural-sounding ones. By the end, you'll be surprised at how small improvements can make your English sound more fluent. From simple to descriptive sentences, start with a basic sentence and add more details to make it sound advanced. Simple: "I am reading a book." Level up: "I'm curled up on the couch, completely lost in an exciting mystery novel, unable to put it down." By adding details about the setting, action, and emotion, the sentence becomes more vivid and engaging. Using conjunctions for smooth flow. Connect your ideas with "and," "but," "because," or "although" to make your sentences sound more natural. Simple: "I enjoy jogging." Level up: "I enjoy jogging in the morning because the fresh air and quiet streets help me start the day with energy." By explaining why, the sentence becomes more interesting and connected. Enhancing with modal verbs. Use modal verbs like can, should, must, and might to add depth to your sentences. Simple: "I drink coffee." Level up: "I should cut down on coffee, but I might have one more cup to stay awake." Now, the sentence conveys advice and possibility, making it sound more natural. Asking more engaging questions. Instead of simple yes/no questions, ask open-ended ones that encourage conversation. Simple. Do you like traveling? Level up. If you could visit any country in the world, where would you go and why? This type of question invites a more detailed and thoughtful answer. Using active and passive voice. Switching between active and passive voice can adjust the tone of your sentence. Active voice. She designed the website. Passive voice. The website was designed by her, featuring a sleek and modern look. The passive voice puts more focus on the action instead of the subject. Incorporating idioms and phrasal verbs. Native speakers often use idioms and phrasal verbs to sound more fluent. Simple. I am very busy. Level up. I'm completely swamped with work today, but I'll try to make time later. By replacing basic words with idioms, like swamped, the sentence sounds more natural. Using reported speech for a natural flow. Reported speech helps relay information in a more polished way. Simple. She said, I love painting. Level up. She mentioned that painting has always been her passion and that she finds it incredibly relaxing. This makes the sentence longer, more expressive, and more natural. Learning English isn't something you master overnight. It's a lifelong journey. No matter where you are, you're already closer than you think. Every step, big or small, is progress. Stay persistent, embrace the process, and never give up. Celebrate even the smallest wins, because every bit of progress counts. Whether you understand a new word, confidently say a difficult sentence, or read a paragraph without stopping, each moment adds to your growth. Don't fear mistakes, they're lessons, not failures. The world's greatest speakers and leaders didn't succeed by being perfect, but by learning from every misstep. Give yourself permission to fail and grow. If you make a mistake, laugh at it, correct yourself, and move forward. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, and soon, the fear of mistakes will disappear. Consistency is key. You don't need to study for hours. Just 10 to 15 minutes daily can lead to big results over time. Small, regular efforts are more effective than long, inconsistent sessions. Imagine how much you'll improve in 30 days, 60 days, or a year with just a few minutes of daily practice. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, focus on building a habit of learning a little every day. Always remember why you started. Whether it's for travel, a better job, or new opportunities, staying connected to your motivation will keep you moving forward. On tough days, remind yourself of your goal. Your journey isn't just about learning English, it's about transforming yourself, gaining confidence, and opening doors to new possibilities. You are capable, strong, and unstoppable. Keep pushing. Keep practicing, and never give up. One day, you'll look back and see how far you've come. The world is waiting. Go ahead and take your next step.